this great event that Colin Powell and Joe Biden and the media and the British Prime Minister and the European leaders, they say something huge is coming. We know what it is, but we won't tell you. And the media says, oh, gee, okay, we won't even ask what it is, because they all know how to be good little minions. Tex Mars, what is this big event, do you think?
Well, we have to look at what Obama has been aiming for, okay? Now, Brzezinski is one of his handlers. Brzezinski, of course, was head of the National Security Council under Jimmy Carter. Remember the CFR, the trial. In fact, he co-founded the Trilateral Commission with Rockefeller, and he is a hater of Russia. Now, they have developed a new stable of enemies. Okay, these are the new enemies. You know, just like 1984, ever so often they have a new stable. Could talk about the Aegean stables. Well, here's the new stable of enemies. It's Pakistan. Remember, this is an Islamic nation of 170 million people.
This is the government that Israel, the U.S., and England gave nukes to.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and now, big problem.
Well, the problem is that an Islamic nation, okay, has nukes. Now, Musharraf was basically kicked out, forced out, and now the husband of Benazir Bhutto, he's a very weak man, but he's a good man, he is the new president of Pakistan. But he is not pro-America or pro-Israel or pro-Illuminati.
Enough.
That's right. Now, Benazir Bhutto, the lady who was assassinated.
They machine gunned her on TV and said she hit her head.
Yeah.
Just like Kennedy. Yeah. They should have just said Kennedy hit his head.
She had gone on the David Frost show just several weeks before.
And said Bin Laden's been dead. It's all staged.
Bin Laden is dead. Bin Laden is dead. The same people that killed him are now wanting to kill me. But Bin Laden is needed as to be the boogeyman, as Ahmadinejad is needed.
The excuse to go into Pakistan.
That's right. Next year, Ahmadinejad is leaving office. He's very unpopular. And by the way, he is an elected leader. He's not a dictator. And it looks like he will be kicked out of office. But they need him, as well as bin Laden, to be the two boogeymen of the world. So I believe that Pakistan and Russia and Iran are all going to figure in this great transformational event.
And that's going to be war.
Oh, it's going to be World War III. And by the way, what we're going to see.
And by the way,
now,
we kept saying they're going to attack Iraq. They're going to attack Iraq, and they said, "Oh, shut up! You keep saying it's this month or next month." No, we don't. We say they're gearing up. They've said they're going to do it. And
yeah.
But I'm saying previously we said Iraq, and they ended up doing it, and they're gearing up to do. I mean, they just snuck attack Russia through Georgia. So, folks, this is serious.
Well, the new Prime Minister of Israel has yet to take office. Zippy Livni, I think her name is. She's the foreign minister, has been. She's a Likudnik all the way. She's for bomb, Iran. The Beach Boys. She could sing a little duet with McCain if he were in office. So she is a very deadly person. If she doesn't get it, of course, if Netanyahu somehow slides in there, he again is a Freemason. He has admitted, I was initiated into Freemasonry when he went to the university here in the United States. So we have these Likudniks who want to go to war right away. But more than that, we have the Kabbalistic rabbis behind this. And they have a great agenda of the ages to bring forth a new order of the ages.
And remember, the head rabbi said that Bush told him privately, "Don't worry, Iran will be attacked."
Yes. Now, they believe that the West, the leader of the West, is the head of Gog and Magog. Now, this may sound strange, these names, Gog and Magog, but that's in the Bible in Ezekiel 38. They believe the role of the West, the role of the leaders of the West, is to attack in the Middle East, to smash all the enemies of Israel.
Stay there,
but
Tex.
in turn be smashed themselves.
Okay, we're going to skip this break, too. Go ahead. I just have to skip breaks, so we're going to have you continue.
Okay.
You don't have headphones on. Did you talk to Tarpley? John?
He's waiting in the wings. He's going to hold till you're done with
Okay, we're going to come back to him in the next break for Webster. Okay, finish up with what you were saying.
Well, we're going to see definitely a transformational event. And certainly Obama will be tested. But it'll all be a staged event, okay? Everything is in place now. All the pieces of the puzzle. It's like a great Broadway production. And they bring in this actor and that actor and this backdrop and the curtains are ready. And, of course, everything's set up to go. This is the deal with Obama, and it'll happen even if McCain and Palin get in. But I agree with you, it'll probably be Obama because he's younger, he's more capable, he's ready to go.
He can sucker the public. He can sucker the public better.
And Americans are always on a honeymoon with the new president. They give him a certain amount
And
of time.
McCain's kind of seen as a Bush 3.
Yeah, McCain is a Bush 3. He's old. This guy's more vigorous. He is ready to go. And so when this transformational event that will catapult him into becoming a transformational president, this great event occurs. It will literally be something so amazing. It will make 9/11 look puny.
Well, they're saying it's going to be nukes. That's an AFP today.
Yeah.
They're saying we're going to get hit by nukes. Now, I don't know if that's the case.
It will probably, if they blame it on Hezbollah or the Al Qaeda and say that Iran and Syria masterminded it, it will be discovered by the intelligence agencies that Putin and Russia and somehow the ISI, the intelligence agency of Pakistan, were involved. These are the new enemies of the New World Order. But guess what? They have nukes. This will be World War III, and it will end with horrible, horrible destruction. So don't even think about Wall Street. I see a little blimp upward. I see a little sucker rally for people to get
Dead
involved
cat
in it.
bounce.
The dead cat bounce. That's right. They throw it off of the Bankers Trust building, the tomb of mausoleus down on Wall Street below, and it bounces. One big bounce. People get in. They say, everything is over. Everything is going to be great again. And by the way, one of the things that they're doing is driving the price of oil down now. They drove it up, and now the same people, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, their analysts are putting out reports. Oil is going to go down.
I was reading that upwards of 90% of the oil speculation was driven by Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. They're the only two left standing, by the way, with the great big
So we also have
festival
this,
of death on Wall Street.
We have this vertical integration happening.
Yeah, and Goldman Sachs, you have Henry Paulson there. And by the way, before him, the Clinton administration had Robert Rubin, who came from what Wall Street firm?
Goldman Sachs.
Well, Goldman Sachs. And Mr. Neil Kashkari. Okay.
Goldman Sachs.
Goldman Sachs. Of course. There they are.
Hold on. Final segment. We're going to Tarpley here in a moment. Here we go.
On the GCN Radio Network.
In just a couple of minutes, we're going to Webster Tarpley for the rest of the hour. Really appreciate him joining us to track what's happening with the election. Wow, Tex Mars and Webster Tarpley agreeing that Obama is the New World Order's man. I tell you, it's getting crazier and crazier. Get his book, Mysterious Monuments, what these nuts are into, at Infowars.com. Amazing book we've been talking about. Or call toll-free to get it, 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. And you'll be able to watch this video we're doing live right now at prisonplanet.tv. That's posted for the members there as well. Just in 2 minutes closing, and for Tarpley, I want to get his comment on this as soon as you leave us. Colin Powell, Gordon Brown, we've got Nicolas Sarkozy, we've got the Israeli leaders, we've got Joe Biden all saying massive terror attack, probably nuclear. That's what AFP is reporting today, is going to happen to test Obama. Oh, they're testing us. Are we going to get toughened and have bigger wars? And, we could sit here and smile about it because, we got good cheer. And I laugh because it's so crazy. But God help us, because they need something to start World War III, and they need a global meltdown to bring in their New World Order. So closing comments on that, Tex Mars.
Well, I'm convinced this is a prophetic scenario right out of Ezekiel 38 and 39. But it's interesting that they're the ones playing out this scenario. It's almost like they're compelled. They have to do it. They're obsessed with this framework.
Well, look at how they're bringing in the implantable microchips. Look at how the mark to buy and sell. I mean, they just can't help it.
No, they can't help it. And that's why it's going to occur. And by the way, leave you with one thing. Gog and Magog, these mysterious devil demons that bring the whole world into catastrophe with war in the last days. In London, England, at Guildhall, where the mayor of England is, they have erected statues inside this. They have an actual chapel or sanctuary in London, England. And they have secret rituals there at Guildhall. They have erected statues of the idols Gog and Magog. You say, that's incredible. They're in Roman the warrior uniforms, and they have been placed behind or next to the altar in the chapel of Guildhall. People, you don't believe it? Go to Google and type in Gog, Magog, London, Guildhall. They actually have idol statues of Gog and Magog. And it's ready to go.
And the point is here, folks, just from a secular perspective, these nuts really are into the occult. They really do believe all of this. Elites always go insane throughout history. It is now happening.